Welcome to the Best Damn Podcast. Here's your weekend collective tarot reading for Friday, August the 2nd, Saturday, August the 3rd, and Sunday, August the 4th, 2024. We start off first with the overall energy of the Nine of Swords. Now, the Nine of Swords is all about breaking free from an illusion, or snapping out of a bad dream or a nightmare. A lot of times when I see this card, it makes me think of being trapped in one's head, right? Being trapped in one's thoughts and not thinking about something clearly or seeing something clearly, and it could be, usually it's from our fear, it's like someone getting up in their own head, and because of that, they're creating some sort of illusion or scenario that isn't true. And for a lot of you guys, this is either a relationship that you've been dealing with or you're currently dealing with or will be shortly. If we look at the challenge position, we have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, any ace is about opportunities, beginnings. And Wands is about action. So, this is a passionate new beginning or an opportunity to create a passionate new beginning. I feel like you guys got kind of caught up or hung up on, getting up in your head. You and somebody, maybe you weren't seeing something clearly. A lot of times too, we allow our past to really dictate our present, and we think that, especially if we get into a healthy connection or a healthy relationship, or we meet somebody that is genuine and real, we always wait for the other shoe to drop, and we can see certain behaviors and get really triggered because in our past, when we've dealt with people, anytime we've seen those behaviors, what did it result in? Usually betrayal or lies or cheating or whatever, right? So it's you're starting to come out of that. You're getting out of your head. You're snapping out of the illusion, and taking advantage of this because it's offering you a new passionate beginning. And yes, this is big dick energy. If you're wondering if I'm going to say that, yeah, it is. But the reason it being so, because it's powerful, it's passionate, it's taking the action to create something new. And in the recent past, we have the World card. So the World card is all about cycles. It could be due to some sort of living situation as well. I feel like there's a cycle that is closing out, and perhaps you or your person are making adjustments to your living situation. Maybe you recently decided to move in together, or have been spending a lot of time at one another's home. If we look on the bottom of the deck, we also have the Ace of Swords. See, we have another ace. This is all about new beginnings, right? And aces bring us clarity. Right? So it's feeling we now see something clearly and we have the truth and we're ready to speak our truth. We're ready to profess our truth. And, and this could be, now that you finally have gotten out of your head, you're seeing that you have something real, you have something real, and that, you needed to end this old cycle in order to take this passionate new beginning, this action. And in the immediate future, we have the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is it can be some of you guys waiting on something or waiting for something to develop, but it's also about sacrifice. I feel this is you or your person being willing to make the sacrifices necessary to allow this beginning to happen. And if we see this, it really kind of jives with what we're seeing with the Eight of Pentacles. This is you focusing on building something together, right? The Eight of Pentacles, yeah, it's about finances and stuff like that. It can be, working on our career, working on ourselves. But I feel in this situation, it is building a solid foundation. And this is the focus between the two of you, is, trying to create something stable, trying to create something solid. And that's why you're willing to make the sacrifices in order to do that. We see what you don't see coming is the Star card. This is Aquarius energy. Now, the Star card, a lot of times people say that this is public figures, content creators, tarot readers, people that are in the spotlight. But in this case, I feel this is a dream come true. A lot of times too, the Star card can represent long-term commitments or dreams or goals that we have, And I feel you are, and your person, you're manifesting this dream, this long-term commitment, and it's a dream come true for the both of you, I think, right? And it's something that's going to last a long time, and it's going to be incredibly emotionally fulfilling. You know, and it's like you guys feel like you are the light of each other's life, or you will feel, you know, like the light of each other's life. I feel like there's a lot of attention that's being given now. You know, we see the Knight of Pentacles, and this is the advice, is to be patient. You know, patient, take your time, do it right, go about it right? Because a challenge, what do we have, is the Six of Pentacles, which is, you know, to try to bring balance to something. You know, this is a breadcrumbing energy. It could be, you know, you were giving more, or they were giving more, or you just guys got out of alignment or off balance within the relationship. Maybe there was too much with friends, or maybe it was too much with work, you know, and maybe you weren't spending enough quality time, or, you know, giving an equal amount of energy, an equal give and take, reciprocal things taking place. And it's like, now you're finding the balance, and in order to do that, you need to be patient, because the Knight of Pentacles is the surest footed knight in the tarot, but it's also the slowest moving knight. So it's something that takes time to develop, but it's real deal stability, you know, and it's assured success. And the hopes and dreams, we see the Emperor. So, you know, the Emperor is all about creating stability by taking action. So it's like you're hopeful that, you know, your person is going to take some sort of action that is going to allow you to have this stability, that is going to allow you to, you know, essentially provide. It's a very paternal energy. It's a divine masculine energy. So it can be about, you know, providing, protecting, and it's like hoping and wishing for someone to take some sort of action that is going to allow for a very stable foundation to be built, that is going to allow for you to move forward, and that is going to create security within this connection, right? And it's going to protect what the two of you have together. And we see in the outcome exactly what that is the Hierophant, right? Which is marriage. You know, this is a traditional commitment. This is a monogamous relationship as well. You know, and this is a serious commitment. You see quite a few cards of a commitment, you know. So it's like, this could have started off, you know, right when a cycle was ending in your life, you know, changes to your, you know, your living situation, or your, you know, stuff like that, right? But big major changes in your life where this cycle has happened, you know, and it kind of had you in your head, because I feel like the past you've experienced, you know, and now there's an opportunity to start a passionate new beginning, because you finally have clarity on something. Things are finally becoming, you know, clear, and you and your person are willing to put in the work and build this, you know, and you're going to be taking and making sacrifices in order to make your dreams manifest, in order to have this beautiful long-term commitment you both truly desire deep down, that's emotionally fulfilling. You know, the advice is to take your time, allow it to develop naturally and beautifully, you know, and bring things into balance and alignment, right? And by taking action to create stability, to protect your connection through some sort of action, right? That's going to provide you the opportunity to have this real deal commitment, this real deal marriage, right? And it's going to be a traditional, loving, balanced relationship clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, which once again is like, you know, sowing into this connection, investing into this connection, and that's how you create, you know, this beautiful connection. It's like either by investing in one another, sowing into one another, taking the actions necessary, bringing balance, being patient, making sacrifices, right? And this is going to lead to marriage. We see the Oracle cards for giving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And like I said, I feel like the past just really had you guys up in your head, you know, like not seeing things clearly. And finally, we have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. I feel like it's really time to move forward, and you're feeling like it's safe now. That's the Emperor. You know, it's creating a safe space to have this commitment. The Sovereign. I am my authentic self, and no one has dominion over me. And I feel like in real, true love and genuine companionship, there is freedom, you know, because it's about embracing and loving one another for who you are, truly, you know, good and bad. And there's no need to control, because everybody is voluntarily, you know, giving and loving, you know, and receiving. And finally, we have the White Owl. You know, the white represents purity, and the owl represents wisdom, right? This is a spiritual connection. You know, you guys are both using your past and the lessons you've learned, the mistakes you've made, you know, and you're pulling from wisdom that you've gained, and experience, And that's what's allowing this to flourish. This is a pure connection. It's got, pure motives too. And it's a very spiritual, deep connection. I feel if you look here, we got a lot. We have all the elements here. We got major arcana. It's like this is a very important chapter in your life, and I feel like you guys have really found or are about to find someone that you could end up, being married to or having a very long-term commitment, and one that you basically, dreamed of manifesting for a very long time. It's absolutely beautiful. So if things have been rocky, I think there's hope on the horizon, and I see you guys having an awesome weekend. So if you'd like to book a personal tarot reading, please text 513-393-2396 or email therealbestdampodcast@gmail.com. Donate, PayPal, Cash App, Facebook Messenger, or patreon.com, Best Damn Podcast Official. Follow me, Instagram, Facebook, Best Damn Podcast, Twitter, The Real Best Damn, YouTube, Best Damn Podcast Official, and TikTok, The Best Damn Podcast. Thank you guys for watching. I love you. Have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you next time. Peace.